So hello everyone, in this video we are going to see the problem bottom view of a binary tree. So previous to this, in the last video we have seen top view of a binary tree. So if you have not checked that video, please check that video once, because this if you have already seen the top view of a binary tree video, then it will be very easier for you to understand this, because in this we are going to do just a one line change in the previous code, and we are going to generate the bottom view of the given binary tree. So let's read the problem statement first. Given a binary tree, print the bottom view from left to right. A node is included in the bottom view if it can be seen when we look at the tree from the bottom. So if for a given tree we have to find the bottom view of it. So okay, so let's see the problem. So how we are going to find it? So previously what we have done is we were seeing from the top view. So whatever were the nodes that were visible from the top view, we were printing those. But in this case, we have to print the bottom view of a given tree. So we are going to look from the down. So whenever we are going to look from the down, the nodes that are visible to us, we are going to print that. So for example, we are going to print 4, 2, 5, 4, 2, 6, 3, 7. So in order to understand this problem more clearly, I have created the same tree in this way, okay, so that we are going to see each level in detail, or each the node of a particular position. So for this, as we have already seen, we have this position marked as in this way. Okay, so all the nodes which are coming for position at position 0 are 1, 5 and 6. At position -1 is 2, and position at -2 is 4. Similarly for position +1 it is 3, and for position +2 is 7. So we are going to print all the nodes which are visible from the bottom view. Okay, so when we are going to see from the bottom, we are going to see, yes, 4 is visible to us, 2 is visible to us. Okay, when we are going to see all the nodes which are at position 0, we are going to find that 1 will not be visible to us. Okay, and among 5 and 6 we are only going to print which is coming at the later. Okay, because why we are taking this? Because here a line is mentioned in the problem statement. If there are multiple bottom node nodes for a horizontal distance from the root, then print the later one in the level or traversal. Okay, so this exactly means this only. So if there are multiple nodes present in the horizontal way, so we have to print the one which is coming later. So that is why we are taking 6 at this position. Okay, similarly here we have only one node, so we will take 3, and here we have only 7, so we will take this only. So you can see we will get the output as 4, 2, 6, 3 and 7. So now how to generate this output? So let's see that also. So this, as I already said, this is going to be very much similar to the previous one which we have seen. So we are going to take map as we have taken in the previous question. Okay, so what we are going to do is we are going to do level order traversal for each node as we have done previously, by taking the position value and the root value. For example, whenever we have the first, when we will visit the first node which is 1, we will have 1 and 0, because the value is 1 and the position is 0. So what we are going to do is we are going to update it in our map. Okay, so our map will have something like these values: -1, -2, then we will have 1, and then we will have 2. Okay, and the initial values will be zeros for all. Okay, so whenever we are visiting 0 for the first time, we are going to update its value. Okay, now again we are going to do the same thing for the next nodes, which is 2 and 3 and we know that for 2 the position will be -1, and for 3 the position will be +1. Okay, so we are similarly going to update it for 2. So for 2 we will have the value as okay, so let me write it again. So the children nodes for 1 are 2 and 3. Okay, so first of all we are writing the position. So position of 2 is -1 and position of 3 is +1. Okay, so we are going to update these values in the map. So -1 will have the value as 2, and +1 will have the value as 3. So once these are done, we will simply do the level order traversal in the normal fashion that we are doing. We are going to store a particular value in a temporary variable, then we are going to store their children nodes. So for 2 we are going to store the children nodes, which are 4 and 5. So for 4 the position will be -2, and for 5 the position will be 0. Similarly, we are going to store the children nodes for 3 also. For 6 the position will be 0, and for 7 the position will be +2. Okay, so we have stored these all values. Now we are going to update all these values again in the map. So we can see at -2 we are going to store 4. So we have updated this. So at 0 position we have 5. So now this is the main difference that we are going to do in this code, which we had not done in the top view. So if you remember, while doing the top view of traversal of a binary tree, what we have done is, whenever we were checking initially, if the value of a particular position is 0, then only we are going to update it. If the value is already changed, we were doing nothing in that case. But here what we are going to do is, we are simply going to update every value. We will not check if it is 0 or not. We will simply update it, whatever the value that is coming to us. So for example, here it is saying that update 0 with value 5. So we are just going to simply update it. But if we were doing top view traversal, so in that case we will check first if the value is 0 or not. If it is 0, then only we will update it. But here we are simply going to update it for all the nodes. So again, for this we will check. So it is saying that update the position 0 with 6. So we are again going to update it with 6, and then it is saying update 2 with 7. So we are going to update it with 7. So in this way we have updated our map, and finally we are going to output our values. So initially we will output the value of -2, which is 4, then -1, which is 2, and then we will have 0, which is 6, and then we will have 1 which is 3, and then we will have 7, which is the value at position 2. So you can see our answer is exactly same, which is 42637. So we have got the answer as 42637. So you might have got the idea now. So what we are doing is, we are simply doing the level order traversal of a given tree, but in this case we are simply updating our map for every node. But previously in the top view, what we were doing is, we were updating our map only the first time whenever we encounter a 0 value for a particular position, then only we were updating it, and not for every case. But here we are doing it every case. So while we are doing our map update for every case, then we have also covered that case where it was saying that if 2 nodes are at the same level on the horizontal direction, then we have to update it with the later node. So here you can see, initially we have updated with 5, then we have updated with the later node, which is 6. So we are updating it with the latermost node, which is coming at the last for a given particular position. So in this way we have traversed our given binary tree in the bottom view of fashion. So let's now see the code for this. So we have a function bottom view, and the return type is vector. So we have taken a vector int v to store our final answer. We have also taken a map which is of type int comma int, because we have to store the values position and our node value into our map. That is why we have taken the map of type int comma int. We have taken a queue of type node comma int, because we are going to store the node value and the position value in our queue. Now this is the base condition that we are checking. If our root is equals to null, we are going to return the vector. And initially, simply that we always do in our level order traversal, we will push our root value into our queue, and the height or the position will be 0 initially. Okay, so now what we are doing is, we are going to traverse our queue until and unless the queue gets empty. So initially we are taking a temporary variable or node t, which will have our q dot front dot first, which will have our node value, and int h, which will have our position value. So that is q dot front dot second. So we will pop our q value, and then what we are going to do is, we are simply going to update it in our map variable. So here we are not checking again and again that whether our map value is 0 initially or not, because as I already said that here we will simply update our map value for every node, so that our condition is satisfied for this case, that is the multiple bottom nodes are there, then we will print the later one in the traversal. So that is why we have taken this condition, that which will give us the bottom view. Okay, and then these two lines are same again, which will check if the current node has any left or right children. If it has any left children, then we will simply push the left node into the queue, and the height or the position will be h minus 1. And if we are taking if it has a right children, then we will do is we will push the right child into our queue, and the position will be h plus 1. So once we have traversed the entire queue, we will have our answer stored in our map. So what we will do is we will simply traverse our map, and we will push the second value of our map, which is the x dot second, into our vector, so that we will get our final answer, or we will get the bottom view of our binary tree into our vector. So we will simply submit our vector. So let's now try to submit this code, so you can see that the problem is solved successfully. So if you have already seen the top view of a binary tree video, then understanding this problem would not have been much difficult for you. So if you have any doubts or any queries related to this problem, you can ask me in the comment section, and I will be more than happy to help you. Thanks for watching.